Om Namaha Saraswatye Namaha Om Namo Narayanaya. The 30th sloka of Vishnu Sahasranamam, Ojastejo, Dhyutidharah, Prakasatmanah, Pratapanah, Buddha Spastaksharomantrah, Chandransu bhaskar Dhyutihi. Very powerful, very sacred, very secret meanings have come out. If at all we appreciate it, the depth of that particular one, and try to appreciate it. Don't take it as a dogma. There is a deeper truths are involved in this. Ojastejo Dhyutidharah. Dhara means the bearing. One who is possessing what? If one is possessing what? Ojas, Tejas and Dhyuti. These are the three things. Ojas means the perfect vitality, physical vitality. And then Tejas means brilliancy or aura of the saints. And Ojas, Tejo, Dhyutidharah. How this will come? Dhyuti means everything beauty. Everything beauty means actually the entire body. When saints, when they meditate deeply, and their energy will be so much gets exposed in the form of peace, in the form of radiation, the aura, what they call it. Then let me go to the subject proper. How this is possible? What do you mean by dhara? Holding. By meditation from the Moola dhara, the semen energy, if it goes up through the yogic practices to up like Kafala Bhati, and then sends this particular one to Sahasram Bhujara, if you take it there, the energy will be stored there, and if you meditate through the mantras or meditate through the Kutastha, your energy will be stored there just like a dam, and that will be useful to you to develop your immunity, your strength, your tejas, your whatnot, everything, your knowledge, your memory, everything will be better. That was the idea here. You will have all these things, you will have it, provided you do all these things by meditation. That will be explained in the subsequent things. But I have got to explain right now to make the point clear to the audience. Then comes, it was mentioned in the Lalita Sahasranamam and Vishnu Sahasranamam, elsewhere also, Mahaviryo Mahabalaha. If the semen goes up, that you becomes very strong man, immunity. And in Lalita Sahasranamam it was mentioned, Visukra Pranaharana Varahi Virya Nandita. If the sukram, semen, goes dissipated in a wrong way, you become very weak and susceptible to diseases. The COVID will catch those people who are extra lust things and things are there and wasting their energies in whatever way. The energy, whether you are married or not, brahmacharyam it was mentioned, the celibacy, it has to be observed and the energy has to be drawn up. Just being celibate will not help. The semen should go up. There is a technique, my guru's techniques are there, Paramahams Yogananda told me, but I cannot divulge all these things in a public platform. But this much I can say, a system like Kafala Bharati, you send this energy 15 times up and at least you do it. And meditate here, the energy is likely to, it's not exactly, I may be forgiven if I have used the word, the catastrophe like that. You have to send this energy up. Then it will be much better. Then comes the Prakasatma. Prakasatma means the Atma, Prakasa means effulgent. God's Prakasham, it is all over. It is in all Atmas. But how we realize a piece of that particular one in three avasthas. That's what you call Swapna Sushupta. In Turi Avastha, in the deep sleep, you may feel that the consciousness, this consciousness of that particular Atma, super consciousness of the God, you may feel a little bit of that particular one. Then Pratapanah, the sun rays, if they are hot, they are like thermal energy, sustaining the earth and all living creatures. Require temperature it is maintaining, is it not? That is what is required. Then comes Ruddah. Ruddah means Ramakrishna people tells that is one type of explanation. All good qualities like dharma, jnana, vairagya. You should have dharmam. You are doing pious activities, okay. Jnanam, you know the truth. this world is unreal, this jnanam is required, you are doing meditation, that is okay, but still vairagyam is required. There are people who do dharmic life and they are all having the knowledge, but vairagyam, detachment is not there. They will have attachment to the some gentleman wanted to take sannyasam, but he was worried, including me also for a while. What will happen to my pension? I have to forgo my pension if I take sannyasam. So I was having attachment to the pension. I am attaching to the big house I have constructed. I have attached it to though I am doing dharmic life and I am having all the knowledge of the Upanishads, but still the detachment to the property, detachment to the family is not fully going. So that vairagyam is also required. That is what we mentioned Bhagavad Gita. Viveka Vijnanam, both vairagyam is also required. You have to develop it slowly. This is nothing. Family is only samsaram, God is only for a particular purpose. You are improving yourself. You will learn something from the samsaram, but you have to get out, you have to outgrow the samsaram. You can't be confined. That is why after 60 or so, slowly you have to come to what you call vanaprasthasramam. In the Vedic times, people were pushed by the kings to vanaprasthasramam. And then in those days, probably old houses were not there. That may be another reason. And then after 75, one is supposed to take sannyasam. Leave all those things. That is the thing. Brahmacharyam on that ISKCON people came out with a fat book. There's time permitting, we may have to cover it in 2 or 3 sessions separately. But another meaning of the Chinmaya is Ruddah means all kind of prosperity. The Lakshmi, he is the Lord of Lakshmi. Lakshmi is the source of all prosperity, Aishwarya, and he is the original source of all these things. So that is the meaning of that. Then Spastaksharomantrah. We will come together, we have to see it actually. Spasta means very clear. Akshara means a perfect sound that is through which he is realizable. Om. Om is also Asharam. It is Pranavam. People do not know. Om is a mantram. That is why Om will not be uttered by saints, whoever are talking on that. They always use the word Pranavam. I was not knowing why they are calling Pranavam. Om is not supposed to be uttered in public platforms. I may be doing this in the video for explanation purpose. Otherwise, I am not supposed to use that particular word every time. Ganapati Sachidananda Swami, and many other saints very clearly, Upanishads are clearly telling, all mantras are there in Om. I am in Om, Bhagavad Gita, Krishna declared very much. And whoever meditates on Om and leaves the body, he gets the motion. He declared in Bhagavad Gita. So very clear, Spastaksharomantrah. And then this Kshara means perishable. All the Chinmaya people rightly told, this Kshara means we are all perishable things. So with that, we are seeing the people, emotions, our perceptions are diluted by kind of this plurality because of our ego consciousness and kind of things. The narrow-mindedness that we have developed because of these things. In Akshara, once you go to the deeper meditations and merge yourself in Om, all these things will get away. And through the mantra means when you are doing Om mentally, you are getting merged with Om. That mantram, any mantram for that matter, mananat trayate iti mantraha. That is the definition. The Upanishads very clearly declared Om is the only source, and through this you can experience all the consciousness of all the people, or the super consciousness. You will experience a little bit in that particular one. Mantradhinam devata. It was very clearly mentioned in the Vedas. So that is how he was called mantra. Rama is not great. Rama's name is great. That is why in Srimata, in the Lalita Sahasram, they say, you write the word Srimata. She will be very much pleased. That is a different issue. Then Chandransu. Chandransu means moon rays feed and nurture the herbs, and that is how plants will grow. It was mentioned in all vratas, Varalakshmi Vratam, all vratas for that matter. The Rishis write in the first line. There are some Rishis who live by eating the rays of the moon. That was mentioned. It may be a day will come, just like solar energy, the moon rays also will sustain. It was mentioned in the Bhagavad Gita, 15th chapter. I am nourishing the plants and all living things, by vitalizing them through my moon radiations. Of course, moon radiations are for peace, and a calmness. Chandrama Manaso Jataha. So at the same time, God is much more, much more. Shankaracharya told very clearly, those people, some kind of sect were there who were thinking only Chandra I will worship. By doing Chandra worship, only you may get a partial realization. Self-realization means completely you have to feel inside. That Chandra, you have to feel it. That is a different issue. Then Bhaskara Dhyutihi. This Bhaskara, in a similar way, the sun rays, they are feeding the whole universe, and at the same time, it will not interfere with the life. It is only observing. What they call it? Suya Sashi, Agni Sashi. He is only Sashi Swarupa. He is observing what we are all doing, but it won't interfere. That is the speciality of that particular one. He gives the light. It's just like a father gives money to all the people, children, and how they are spending. He is not pocket money. He is not bothered. Bothered means he is not observing that particular point. But he is giving the money. But he is observing how you are doing that kind of thing. But he won't interfere for some reasons to check it up. Like that, God, He is the karma phala pradata. He won't interfere directly. He has given us some free will according to the Shastras. Paramahamsa Yogananda very clearly says how we are misusing the good will, the free will that is given to us. Our senses are going outward. They are by nature that particular thing. And we are habituated by that habit of so many generations to see the outward thing. Our mind is not going interiorized. Antarmukha samarajya, bahirmukha sudhurlabha. So the sun is observing and the make hay while sun shines. So you have to take moon, sun, what you call Dhanam Agnir Dhanam, Vayur Dhanam, Suryu Dhanam. It was mentioned in Sri Suktam. So if you have the solar energies, the whole world will run. Petrol is not required. And we have to have at least half an hour sun rays exposure every day. Preferably at the time of raising sun. It is very, 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 very useful. That is why Aditya Hridayam is there. On that separate cassette I made it. If you happen to see it, you may see it. Om Tat Sat Krishnarpanam.